Good morning, guys. We are headed into work. Running a little late today. It's just after 8 o'clock. Video quality probably won't be as good on this clip because I'm shooting with the front-facing camera. But we're in the Maki. Something I wanted to talk about a little bit when we head into the store for today. So that is salespeople's time. Salespeople's time. So I have a lot of customers that come in all the time. Customers, sometimes we don't even get to work with them, but you always get them, hey, we're just looking. Hey, I don't want to waste your time. We're not interested in buying any of that. Super common first response from people when you meet them on the lot. Immediate, like, defense mechanism almost, right? Well, that's something I always talk about. So us as salespeople, yes, we don't make any money until you buy the car, but it is our job to help assist you in finding the car that you need. Now, there's a lot of salespeople out there that are very much the type that if I'm going to spend my time with you now, I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure you buy a car today, because if not, you're wasting my time. And that's why salespeople have the reputation that we do. It's a terrible reputation. At the end of the day, it's my job to assist you whether you're prepared to buy today or not. I always make it a point to make every effort to answer all the questions a customer could have, test drive them on the vehicles they want to see, of course within reason. If I have a 18-year-old person that comes in with his 4 friends that probably isn't gonna be able to buy, I'm not gonna test drive you on a Raptor R. You know what I mean? You're not gonna test drive a $150,000 car or something like that. But we'll go take a drive in something reasonable. I have no problem with that, answering all your questions, all of that. So don't be afraid to ask us questions. Don't be afraid to have us open a vehicle up. There's no commitment at the end of the day until you agree to buy the vehicle, and it is our job to show those vehicles to you and assist you in your buying journey. I do wish that every customer that came in and talked to me was going to give me their business. That, at the end of the day, that's what puts food on my table. That's what keeps my day going. And it's my goal to do my best to help out every customer that I can and get them a fair deal. But if you just need to do some research, if you're shopping around 4 or 5 different cars and you just want to check one out that we have, I'm good with that. No problem. Let's go take a look. Let's check it out. And that kind of leads me into the next thing that I wanted to talk about. Salespeople, especially car salesmen, are kind of expected to be on call at a moment's notice, right? And I get it. Sometimes car buying is, a matter of convenience. When it's a convenient time for you is when you're going to purchase the car. It doesn't necessarily matter whether it's convenient to the salesperson or not. And I fully understand that. We try to be there as much as we can, but we can't always be. But I do hope that if you're a customer and you've been working with a salesperson for a good amount of time, within reason, be respectful to our schedules. We try our best to accommodate you guys as much as possible. Me especially, I'm going to work with a customer anytime, day or night, as long as I'm free. If it's 8 o'clock at night, I'm at home, I'm sitting down eating dinner, having dessert with my daughter, I'm probably not going to respond to you at that moment, but I will respond to you. I'm not going to put you off until office hours the next day. I'm going to get back to you. Last night was a perfect example. I had a conversation with a customer at 10:30, 11 o'clock last night. No problem with that. I was editing a video last night. I was up. My daughter was sleeping. There's not a whole lot going on, and that's when it was convenient for her to have the conversation about her buying needs and all of that. I'm perfectly okay with that. I try to be on call as much as I can be. Now, I am an exception to a lot of sales guys. One thing that I'm pretty big on is taking my days off. I take pretty much all of my scheduled days off within reason. If I have a customer that cannot come any other day, they have to come that day. We know we're gonna do something, I might come in for a little bit, but my off time is built specifically around my family. I'm fortunate enough that I do have a schedule that allows me to be off in times that I can spend it with my whole family. My wife will be home, my daughter will be home, all of that. So I gear my off time towards that, and I take it as much as I can. So if at all possible, try and work with your salesman as much as you can. We're going to be understanding. We're going to try and accommodate our schedule to you as best we can. Come in early if we need to. I'm personally at the dealership all the days that I work. I'm off on Thursdays every week. I'm off every other Sunday, and we get one weekend off a month. So that's a Saturday, Sunday off. I'm coming up on that this week. So I'm off tomorrow. I'll be working Friday, and then I'm off Saturday, Sunday. And I'm more than likely going to take all of those days off, even though it is towards the end of the month, because that balance is key. That balance is highly lacking in the car business in a lot of cases. And that's something that I think people need to have a little more care for and a little more respect for. Everybody enjoys their days off, and so do us as sales guys. We're very rarely off on the weekends where we can spend time with our families. We're very rarely home. I work from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day that I'm at the store, pretty much. Little exceptions here and there where maybe I'll be, on at 11 for that day instead of 9, and I'll come in at 10:30, closer to 11 if I have something to do in the morning or anything like that. But by and large, I am there from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day that I'm working. I am making every effort that I can to service every customer that comes in, answer all your questions, whether you're my customer or not. If you're coming in to pick up your plates and somebody else is your salesman, I'm putting them on for you. We're going to be there. So as much as possible, try and work with us. We're going to give you every ounce of our ability that we can. We're going to give you as much care and attention as we can. Just help us out. If it's our day off, try and accommodate with the schedule. If you can't, let us know. We're going to make it work. But how it ends up working, which a lot of people don't realize, is, and we get the question every now and then, do you still get the credit? Do you still get the credit for the sale? Yes, in a way. But what happens is, say I'm working with you right now, you're adamant, tomorrow's the only day I can come in, tomorrow's my day off, like I said, I'm probably not going to come in. I will put you with another one of our sales guys that I trust that's going to be able to take as good of care of you as I can, which is pretty much most of our sales guys. We have a lot of great sales guys at Windward. What I'm going to put you with them, I'm going to give you a name to work with. Now, how that works is I just half that deal out. So regardless of if me and you have been talking for 6 months, we've been going back and forth, texting at 10 o'clock at night, answering your questions. I've done walk around videos that I've sent to you of the vehicle. We've gone on 4 different test drives. Whatever it is, at the end of the day, half of the credit for that sale goes to the salesperson that helps you on that day. So help us out, because trust me, everybody thinks we make $1 million every year, that we're some of the highest paid guys out there, and we can be. We really can be. But it's not easy. That doesn't happen in one sale. Your salesmen that are making the big money in this business, the guys that are making 6-figure incomes, are selling 20 plus cars a month, and that's not that easy. That's not that easy. To sell a car a day is very tricky. To have enough customers come in to do that. So whenever you can, help out your salesperson. Let's work together on finding a time, date, schedule, whatever that works for both of us. But don't be scared. If you see us at the store, pick our brains, ask us questions, ask for the test drive. We're not worried about it. It makes our day go by. I'd much rather be taking a customer on a test drive, shaking their hand and telling them to let me know when they're ready to buy, than sit there and watch you walk around the lot with questions that I know you want to ask that you're scared to because you don't want to waste my time. But anyway, we're on the road. We're headed there. we'll see you back at the desk here in a little bit. I appreciate everybody that comes in. Hopefully this little morning video didn't come off as a rant. It wasn't meant to be. Just a little talk story about something that was on my mind as I was jumping in the car. And we'll see you back at the desk in a little bit. Good morning, guys. Back here at the desk. I'm having a little snack. Hit the ground running this morning. Haven't just gotten here. Had to do some checking around. So we should have a deal on a Ranger later today. Just waiting to confirm with the customer on what time he's gonna be here. Also did some running around because I have John from Island Dogs Maverick that's gonna be coming in this week. I wanted to see if it arrived yesterday. Don't see it here on the lot, so I don't believe it did. It's probably gonna be here later today or tomorrow. So we need to get that prepped up and ready to deliver to him. Also, so far working on a customer out Ireland that's interested in possibly a flatbed. So I need to see what that inventory coming in looks like and what the ETA is on it. I think some of those flatbeds they were receiving are actually arriving today on this 49 unit shipment for the week. But that's kind of the start of the day there. Got to get running. Also got to get out, shoot another little walk around video on a Volkswagen Taos that we brought in. Already sent a video to the customer yesterday, but she wants to see some under the hood pictures and videos. So we'll get that shot here in a little bit. Also, we took in a 2023, I want to say. Could be wrong, maybe a 24. But F350 Super Duty. That one's a dually. And it is a platinum. So at some point, if I can go track that down, we'll get a little walk around video going on that for today. That's pretty cool. I believe it has a leveling kit on it. Could be mistaken. Looks leveled to me. And it does have some fuel wheels on it. So some Mavericks all around, dualies, with I believe 37s. But when I get my hands on that truck, we'll take a better look at it. I'll fire up the camera then. Next on the list, got to clean up a few things here, do a little bit of follow-up and find some information on some vehicles, shoot that video that I talked about on the Taos, and then we'll take it from there. We'll see you guys back where I got some new stuff to shoot. If not, we'll see you at lunch. Today is salad again. All right, guys, that's a wrap for tonight. It is just about 7 o'clock, and I am ready to get up out of here. So one deal for the day. That was the total. We got that Ranger deal done. Still working a couple of other things, including for a family member out our island on a Super Duty. Side note, now is a pretty good time to buy a 24 Super Duty, like some of the ones that we still have here. You have up to $5,500 off in rebates, or if you opt not to take the rebates, you can take 0% financing for 60 months, or I believe it's 6.9 for 72. Don't quote me on that. That might not be correct. But that's it for today. Did eat my salad. Didn't get back at the desk because we were running around getting a truck ready and handling some other stuff. We do have some new inventory that came in, but we've been doing a really good job of moving it around between our two service departments to get them all PDI'd and ready to go on the front line. We do need to shift a lot of vehicles around though and get things going. But yeah, that's it for today. Tomorrow is a day off. We do have plans for that goat farm, like we talked about last week. That's going down this week. So we'll be out there in Wailua at the goat farm tomorrow with Paisley and the family. We'll also have some friends there as well with their kids. So that's a wrap for tonight. Get at me if you guys need any new or used cars. Again, like I always say, I appreciate everybody that comes and watches the videos. The viewer count's not super high, but I appreciate all of you that come and watch the videos. We're gonna keep growing this one day at a time. Hopefully at some point there are hundreds, thousands of views in these videos. That's the goal. The more people that watch it, the more people that hear about it, that's more people that I can help out every day. Get a good deal on a car, fair deal on a car. So holler at me, 808-469-5898, call or text. Hit me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all the socials, That High Ford Guy. You guys have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow for a day off. Aloha.